Welcome to week 6. Tecmo Super Bowl II Special Edition. Super NES full season. Here we're going to see the LA Rams against the Green Bay Packers, and of course, as throughout this season, as we've been seeing, I'm playing as the Packers. All the other teams are controlled by the computer. Now, first season, which was Tecmo Super Bowl on the NES, we've seen the LA Rams got second place in their division. The record was 10-6. They made the playoffs. They actually beat the Dallas Cowboys in round 1, 21-10. They got beat by the Giants in round 2, 31-14. Second season, which was Tecmo Super Bowl on the Super NES, the Rams fell in dead last in their division. Record of 3-12-1. The Packers, on the other hand, they were the second place team in the division in the first season, but they got beat by the New York Giants in the NFC Championship. Last season, they won the division, and they got beat by the Dallas Cowboys in the NFC Championship, so a little history on those two teams in my Tecmo games. First, we're going to skip through the other games. So Arizona gets beat by Dallas, Denver beats Seattle, Colts beat the Jets, Kansas City gets shut out by San Diego, Raiders beat the Patriots. Let's take a look at the records for those two teams this season. The LA Rams, third place with a 2-3 record. My team, the Packers, 5-0. 4 of those games were won by me. One game was auto skip, so I got lucky there and got a free victory. See, I'm not playing all the Packer games. I'm only playing like, I think 11 of the 16 games, so there's a chance we might lose some. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and choose return. Okay, see, I've been noticing the music doesn't always sound the same in every game. I think they get more than just 2 tunes. See, in the previous game, it's like the team on the left had one tune and the team on the right had their own tune. I don't think they really had much of a home in the road. In the last game, at least, I couldn't really see any difference, because sometimes you think you're the home team, yet you're wearing the road jerseys. And the end zones, to have one team at one end and the other team's name at the other end.
Blue 43! Blue 43! Cut!
I got Sterling Sharp, my star receiver, as a running back. That's because he is faster than all the running backs.
Blue 48! Cut!
That was a fail and a half.
Red 32! Red 32! Cut! Cut!
I'm not picking up much. Don't let the records fool you either. Just because the Rams are terrible and I'm undefeated isn't a guaranteed victory.
Brown 52! Brown 52!
There are occasional upsets.
32. Red, 32. Cut, cut. Touchdown.
That was kind of cool. I got off work early today. I got off at 2:30. Pretty sad it took me till 7 o'clock at night before I finally decided to play. I'm only going to have time for one game tonight. Okay, I can guarantee that's a different tune. I have not heard that one yet. I wonder if each team has their own tune, or how they do that.
Blue, 43. Blue, 43. Cut, cut, cut. First down.
Mike Pryor, imagine that. One of my players gets injured. I don't know why it is every time a defensive player gets injured, the computer automatically replaces them with whoever they want to. You get the option to change it, but when it's an offensive player, it's not like that.
Brown, 52. Brown, 52. Cut, cut, cut.
Yeah, there we go. You know, back in the old days when I used to play, I used to kind of cheat. What I'd do is go to the opposing team's playbook and I'd change all their running plays to pretty much the same thing where they'd all be running down. That way, anytime they'd go for a running play, I knew exactly where they're going.
Red, 24. Cut, cut, cut. Quarterback sack.
3rd and 22.
Red, 24. Cut, cut, cut.
Oh, I do that quite a bit. I'm supposed to go after the quarterback, but see, I don't have enough confidence in my computer-controlled players to go after their running back, so I usually take off after him, and it turns out he didn't hand the ball off. Man. I hate when they do the kick it right down to the 1 yard line. If it was just 1 yard further, I could go for a touchback.
Blue, 48. Blue, 48. Cut, cut.
At least it was their player.
Red, 32. Red, 32. Cut, cut, cut. Red, 32. Red, 32. Cut, cut.
Nobody. And nobody to throw to because it blitzed me.
Ready. Check. Cut.
Man, that guy's a failure. I have more confidence in Anthony Morgan.
Blue, 43.
I don't even know who that Lewis guy is. I've never heard of him.
Cut. Red, 32. Cut, cut.
Look at that. There's a 50-50 chance that it's going to go out of bounds. Imagine that when I fumble, it doesn't. I think every time they fumbled on the sideline, it went out of bounds.
Blue 43. Cut, cut, cut.
See, I am struggling. That usually happens when I start out like really good in the season, all of a sudden I get to a point where I start having a hard time. Like when there was 2 games last season I tied, and both those games were back-to-back games. I want to check my defense. Brown's terrible, McMichael. Davy's the only one that can come in. Don't need him though. Simmons will replace Paul. Leroy Butler can come back in. But we don't need him, but I am going to put him on return.
Ready. Shot. Cut, cut, cut.
Got him. Reggie White.
Ready. Shot. Cut, cut, cut.
Reggie takes him down again.
Blue 48. Blue 48. Cut, cut, cut.
You gotta be kidding me. He's got a player on him and he catches it with the back of his head.
Red 32. Red 32. Cut, cut, cut.
And of course we're not going to tell you who it was that recovered the fumble. Oh, I forgot to check
Blue
my
43. Blue
offense.
43. Cut, 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 cut.
Whoa, where's he throwing that to? I had the arrow pointed to the guy midfield. He's like throwing it at the cameraman on the sidelines. And it says his physical condition is excellent. Passing accuracy 56, more like .56 in that play. Wilson terrible, Bennett's terrible. Schmier and Lewis are the only ones that could bring in. Look at that, all of my running backs are benched. Wilson, Bennett, Thompson, Cobb, they're all in bad condition.
Blue 43. Cut, cut.
Picked up some yards there.
First down.
Man, this seems really fast this quarter.
Red 32. Cut, cut, cut.
Oh. Couldn't find anywhere to go.
Blue 48. Blue 48. Cut, cut, cut.
Just nope. It's like, why does your defense suddenly look like a Pro Bowl team?
Red 24. Red 24. Cut.
But I had to punt.
Interception.
Never mind. As I said earlier, don't let this standings fool you.
Red, 32, red, 32, cut. Blue, 43. Cut, cut, cut.
Whoa.
Brown, 52, brown, 52. Cut, cut, cut.
See, sometimes it works when I go after the running back instead.
Blue, 48. Cut, cut, cut.
Why would they go for running play when it was like third and a lot of yards?
Red, 24. Cut, 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 cut.
That
First down.
passing play there, no back X deep, is a play I use in like every
Blue,
game.
48. Cut, cut. Blue, 43. Blue, 43. Cut, 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 cut.
I always trick him on that play.
First down. Blue, 48.
Fake, like
Blue,
going for a
48.
T-dive fake, they
Cut,
cover my
cut,
receivers,
cut, cut.
quarterback just takes it in. So they keep covering both my receivers.
First down. Blue, 48. Cut, cut. Touchdown.
That is usually how I run with Leroy Butler. In Tecmo Super Bowl III Final Edition, there are many times per season Leroy Butler gets a kickoff return touchdown, and it's because of my running style like that. Every time I like kind of cut all these different directions, it kind of slows the computer players down. I haven't had much luck with it yet this season, but this game's a little bit different. If I had known it was that close to half, I'd have gone for an onside kick. Look at that. This is the first time I've ever seen I got more rushing yards than passing yards. Not only that, but I got more rushing yards than they have total yards. Usually I'm terrible at rushing, but with Sterling Sharp using him as a running back, I started doing it last game. I think it was last game. It might have been the game before, but pretty sure it was last game. Anyways, it's made a huge difference. So there are the numbers. We'll go ahead and continue with the next half. By the way, tomorrow I get off work at 3:30. And who knows, I might get off early again tomorrow. So I should have time to play some games.
Red, 32. Cut, 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 cut.
You see that almost like once every game at least. That's also something that's going to be common in the next Tecmo Super Bowl 3 Final Edition. I think this game probably has more similarities with Tecmo Super Bowl 3 Final Edition than it does with the previous games because they're both released in '95. Bennett can come in. Everybody but Cobb and Wilson can come in. So that pretty much just leaves Chimera. And there goes my running game. Too bad I couldn't put Leroy Butler as a running back.
Check. Ready. Cut.
Look at that, every single time. I cover both my receivers.
First down. Brown, it's two. Cut. First down. Brown, it's two. Cut.
That didn't do much.
Quarterback sack.
It shouldn't even be a sack. Look at that, it said I lost a yard. I did not lose a yard. I'm still on the 4-yard line.
Brown, it's two. Brown, it's two.
It almost looks like I'm on the 5-yard line, but
Blue 43. Blue 43. Cut.
I'm not
Blue
going for a
43.
field goal.
Blue 43. Cut. Turnover.
See, I'm better off doing it this way because now it's possible I might get another safety against him. Take him down in the end zone. Get 2
Blue
points
48. Blue
plus the ball.
48. Cut.
Okay, Reggie White doesn't seem to be that good. Check my defensive players. Brown can come in. He's the only one. I guess Reggie is still going good. Bryce Plop can come back in, but we do not need him. Leroy Butler and Harris can both come in. We don't need them either.
Red 32. Red 32. Cut.
See, 2 points plus getting the ball back, that's better than going for the field goal and getting 3 points. I mean, sure, it's a point less, but get the ball back. I think that makes up for it. See, Leroy Butler just doesn't have the... Not necessarily Leroy Butler, but this game just doesn't have the moves that they had in Tecmo Super Bowl 3 Final Edition. Like the way I cut up and down with Sterling Sharp. He seemed to be able to do that a lot better in the next game that they came out with.
Check. Ready. Cut.
Why is Brett Favre suddenly a terrible quarterback?
Brown, it's two. Brown, it's two. Cut.
It's pretty scary. My running game's the only thing
Blue
looking
43.
any
Blue
good.
43. Cut.
You gotta be kidding me. not good enough to beat me. They're not good enough to score against me with talent, so they got to cheat. We will not be seeing Leroy Butler return this game. Or not Leroy Butler, but Edgar Bennett. Like that fool.
Blue 43. Blue 43. Cut.
How'd the grass taste? Oh. What? They like ran 60 miles an hour. How could they catch up to me? I was like 30 yards ahead of them.
Round 52. Round 52. Cut. Check. Ready. Cut.
Shane Conlon, more like Shane Coleman. Let's see who can come back in. I'm gonna bring any one of them guys in. But we don't need them. Leroy Butt Munch is in bad condition now. How does a player go from excellent to bad within 1 quarter?
Blue 43. Blue 43. Cut. Blue 48. Blue 48. Cut.
Okay, let's see. Bennett's got 38 and 50. Yeah, I'm still putting Sterling Sharpen as running back.
Blue 48. Cut. Blue 48. Cut.
Pretty good run by Sterling. Yeah, I was going to say, I forgot to take Edgar Brennan out for fumbling, but I replaced him with Sharp anyway.
Blue 48. Blue 48. Cut.
Oh. 100 yards rushing today for my best receiver.
Red 32. Red 32. Cut.
Okay, I tried the T-dive, that didn't work.
Check. Ready. Cut. Touchdown.
Oh, that was a fail. Nine out of 10 times when you go for the onside kick, the computer's going to recover it. that at the end of the game.
Touchdown.
Anytime I have a shutout going, they suddenly score a touchdown or a field goal right at the end of the game just to ruin it for me.
Blue 43. Blue 43. Cut. 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 Cut.
How'd the 15-yard line taste, buddy?
Ready. Check. Cut. 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 Cut.
How come it wouldn't audible? It cheated. I pressed X multiple times and it would not audible.
Blue 43. Blue 43. Cut. 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 Cut.
Imagine that. Did I predict that or what? They threw half a dozen players off them, so pretty much just picked up 600 pounds and threw them like nothing.
Blue 43. Blue 43. Cut. 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 Cut.
If it takes you 4 quarters to score 1 touchdown, what makes you think you're going to score on the 2-point conversion?
Brown. This is good. Brown. This is good. Cut. 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 Cut.
Rapidly losing confidence in my offense.
Brown. This is good. Cut. Cut. Cut.
How the Rams suddenly get to be such a good
32.
team?
Red 32. Cut. Cut.
Look at that. Every single thing goes their way. It's turning into a Walt Disney movie.
Blue 43. Blue 43. Cut.
Check the stats here. And I was hoping maybe I could also get Sharp's 150 yards receiving award thing, but no, I'm going to get 100 yards in 45 seconds.
Red 24. Cut. Cut. Ready. Check. Cut.
Cool.
Touchdown.
How cool is that? Time was running out. Guys closing in on me, I was able to sneak around them all. And that ended the game. So take a look at the yards. I had 142 rushing yards compared to their 34. I had 209 passing yards compared to their 83. Total yards 351 to 117. That's crazy. Usually I have like very, very few rushing yards. This time I have more rushing yards than they have combined yards. First downs, 15-4. Sacks, I led 3-2. I led in interceptions 1-0 and fumbles 3-1. Sterling Sharp was the leading rusher and the leading receiver for my team. 52% for Favre and 50% for Chandler. Okay, let's get to the rest of the games for the week. Miami gets beat by Buffalo in overtime. Saints crush the Bears. 49ers beat Detroit. Tampa Bay gets beat by Atlanta. Washington gets beat by Philadelphia. Minnesota beats the Giants. First, we're going to take a look at the standings. Arizona and Washington are going to be playing next week, so we'll keep an eye on them. Okay, the Buffalo Bills are 5-1. Colts, Patriots, both 3-3. And Miami and the Jets. Jets are never a good team in any of these games. AFC Central, we got Cleveland first, 4-1. Pittsburgh, 3-2. Houston, Cincinnati, terrible. And Denver is in first place, 4-1 record. Seattle drops second. Kansas City, Los Angeles Raiders, both 3-2. See, this is the way the divisions were good. I liked it when they had 6 divisions, 5 teams in each division. Well, except in this game, there's only 4 teams in 2 of the divisions, but I don't like the way they have it now. 8 teams, or 8 divisions, 4 teams in each division. So if you got a really weak division, like you might have a team that's under 500 and they still win their division, and they go to the playoffs, and you might have another division that's really tough where all the teams are like over 500, and one of the teams doesn't make the playoffs because there's not enough wild card spots. So they got more spots for division champions. You're going to see a division champion going to the playoffs with a worse record than a wild card team who didn't make it. I think this is a pretty good even mix, but I think what they should do in the NFL right now is switch it to 4 divisions, 8 teams per division. That way you got a better chance of seeing the better teams going. In the NFC East, you got Dallas still undefeated. Arizona 3-2, Philadelphia 2-3, Giants 1-4, Washington 1-5. So I think it's safe to say Dallas is going to win that division. NFC Central, Packers still undefeated, 6-0. Haven't seen the bye yet for the Packers. Actually, I don't think. Yeah, it looks like none of these teams have their bye week yet. Minnesota 4-2, the rest of the division's probably pretty well out of it. Packers and the Vikings are always the top 2 teams in this division. Last 2 seasons and now this season. NFC West, 49ers are 5-1. Saints are at 500. Falcons and Rams are failing. Week 7. This is the bye week for, looks like probably the whole Central Division, or most of it. Yeah, I don't see any Central Division teams up there, so they must all have a bye. But we will see in the next video. It'll be Arizona at Washington. Computer versus computer. So, hope you enjoyed the game. And I'll see you in the next video, which will probably be tomorrow. By the way, I've been having problems uploading these videos, like, okay, today is Thursday. Yesterday was Wednesday. I played week 5 and week 6 game. I tried to upload them yesterday, but for some reason when I'm uploading my videos, sometimes it'll get like halfway through, or it'll get to some percentage complete and stop. So I have to end it and redo it all over again. When I redo it all over again, it starts off where it left off at. So like, let's say it was at 40% and it froze up. I shut it off, or at least shut that window down and re-upload it. It'll start back up at 40% and continue. So I had the problem last night where my videos weren't uploading. So I just shut my computer down, went to bed. Today after work I uploaded them, they uploaded no problem. So sometimes if I might say I'll see in the game tomorrow, it might actually be the day after, because some of these videos take a while to upload. So just a little tip for you. Hope you enjoyed the game. See you in the next video.